many cooks in the kitchen there with a Meepo, Arc Warden, and the Magnus all trying to farm. Like, maybe something's got to give there, right? Maybe that's where this this Brewmaster who just wants to fight when the ulti's on cooldown is really going to come in handy. And DK, you know, he can diversify, and I mean, it's probably what Chuan wanted to do anyway, but Blink Dagger into, you know, Ags, Manta, BKB build is pretty good against a Meepo, I would think.
Takes a long time to get there. And against Meepo plus Argorden, those are heroes that don't really need to farm too many items. They're always going to be able to fight with their spells, especially Argorden. The spells just hurt too much. It's a dire Argorden as well, so the laning phase is going to be very strong with the quick Spark Wraith, with the fast Spark Wraith.
Do you think the Dire Arc Warden's just better right now because of the lane?
It's just better for the lane, but I mean, you get the other one when you have your level 6. Anyway, it's more about like... I feel like the lane, for sure, the Dire one is stronger. And because later, I don't think it matters so much because you're always going to be fighting with both together. So you're getting both of the benefits.
The battle begins.
It's been a while since I've seen a Jackie Meepo game. I thought we were going to see a Jackie Arc Warden game, but nope. That's for Makoto. I don't know how good this lane is, though. I mean, we don't see a ton of Mirana. That has me slightly concerned, honestly, for the veracity of this hero.
Stephanie doesn't feel like a strong laner. I mean, she's okay with the double Starstorm harass. Oh, she actually went arrow at level 1 to secure range creep. Alright, interesting. And most of the time I see when Mirana is being played as 5, you go for Starstorm.
Pretty clutch deny, though, from Paulson, not gonna lie. I know he is a bottom player, so, you know.
Yeah, he is. He loves playing that hero. He's trying his best to figure out how to accommodate that hero into the draft.
Wow. Lion outfighting the Mirana. I never thought I would have seen the day. Able to outtrade. We'll see if that changes once the leap charges come through and all that good stuff. And then taking a look down bottom, right, where we have a fairly standard lane, right? This does have really good setup with even just level 1 disruption. Until at least we get secure, so maybe level 3 or 4, they might look to get a bit aggressive here, but things are not easy into this Morphling lane at all, are they? I mean, you do get to have some pretty powerful illusions here. They do a lot of damage. But of course, the issue is going to be he has living armor. He has always the attribute shift to just heal, you know, off all the damage. And String Protector is just kind of a tanky lad otherwise. So not an easy lane to really get a kill in. They're quite durable. Some shenanigans by Jokum there, and Paulson knows. Unfortunately, he has been outmaneuvered there with some pretty nice support positioning. That's how you get the job done. Making sure that you're able to do that. WS will take a little bit of a bruising as a result, so at least Bleed making the best of their crappy situation here. So we do see the Ignite now onto the Meepo.
I take what I want.
Yeah, I guess I now understand why he wants arrow at level 1. Like, he didn't block the medium camp, and also because of the Meepo having a setup for the arrow in the lane. With the net.
Earthbind. I might have called it Ensnare a few times. Earthbind, not Ensnare. Ensnare is a Naga Siren. Completely different ability.
Which does the same thing.
Which does the same thing, except one is unit target and the other is Meepo, right? And the other one you can upgrade with the Ag Scepter and reel them in. Yeehaw! Reel in. Best Ags in the game. I guess also just really wants to get a little bit of farm online. I mean, he's going to be climbing up there pretty steadily. I imagine DJ, once he does start going to stack in the triangle here, will also be able to, you know, get some good money going for himself here as well. now. Mastros, of course, does not really have the points in Empower. We'll see if he takes it here at 3, and he does, immediately empowering up. It's also a really good lane to be a Morphling in. You know, you've got Shockwaves, you've got tons of Shadow Poison that's going to be spammed. Like, one stick, and it really does just feel like about enough regen for you this entire laning stage. I don't really think he's too killable here.
With the Shren? Probably not with Leech Seed. I mean, this is one of those very, very stable lanes.
Another quick D word there by Jokum. He blocks the can. And, well, we've not had an easy camp spawn there for some time. Jokum even stealing the bounty rune, you thief. I think Paulison ought to win this, though. He's got Starstorm, he's got the arrow, and enough mana here to leap. Careful, though. Let's see what we have going on. Okay, regen being used. There's a blood grenade and a healing lotus. The little stun. The stick now. Paulison leaping around, losing vision, getting stunned, and Jokum. He has the kill. Oh man. Just an absolute epic brawl between these two, honestly. This is high-quality support stuff right here. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited.
Both of them are ex-teammates, so they're very familiar with each other's shenanigans. I thought for one moment that Mirana actually was going to win the duel.
She should have, but then she leapt behind the tree and then lost vision for the auto attack on that last leap. Is it what I believe happened?
Yeah, most likely.
And Lion obviously had the Lotus, right? So that's a huge advantage for him. Look at this. Paulson on blocking his easy camp still at minute 5. Just wants to arrow some damn creeps, man. Alright, they're trying to hit an Earthbind here. Poof incoming. Second Earthbind will connect. No arrow yet released from Paulison, though, as he's going to just go ahead and retain that one for now. Jackie wants to go ahead and last hit some creeps as he is losing a few underneath the tower. And careful here, Jackie. There's no Cinder Brew, though. Already thrown earlier, so unable to fight too easily. You got to really be careful, by the way, with these Earth Bruling stances, or the Drunken Brawler stances. This is a very deceptively tanky hero. We've seen this a couple times now as Ponyo rotating from the bottom lane. Makoto just looking for a quick TP out, and that is the right call. TP to the tier 2 tower, still ticking down here to the Corrosive Breath, but now looking to be able to turn here as DJ able to set up for the Spark Wraith. This Makoto just shy of level 6 here, gets another stun, and Chuan is just going to be able to run him down very easily. Paulison at least collecting that kill now. On to Ponyo, DJ getting it, and Paulson might even have revenge here for the earlier death. Let's go ahead and take a look now. DJ goes down to Chuan. Paulson has it, and he tipped him. He tipped him before the arrow landed. He knew he had the kill. That was really funny.
Yeah, but meanwhile, the DK has 2 kills. The tower's going to take a bunch of damage. At least Mirana is able to arrow down the catapult. This is not good. This is not good for the Outwarden. He does not have a TP.
Oh yeah, that's true. He does die, right? TP on cooldown.
That's very bad news for a hero like Outwarden. He's gonna get a vessel to kind of deal with the Morph and the DK here. It's gonna help him bring down those heroes later. It's gonna take some time before he gets there. And 7-minute Wisdom Runes. Ponyo's gonna be able to steal the opponent's Wisdom Rune.
Oh, hold on. They're gonna make a play now. They're trying at least for the Morphling, who does only have the 1 point in the attribute shift. That might not be enough underneath the tower. Against 3, he will fall. I believe Ponyo, like you said, does steal the Wisdom Rune. Jokum also obtaining the one on the top lane for Talon. So expect to see a little bit of a divide here, but at least they do actually end up with a kill under the Morphling. I'm surprised. They must have used Waveform already.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate. Here comes the gank party. Shell Demon and Mirana. Disrupt into Arrow.
Nice. That's going to connect. And these dragons are
Double
actually
flux.
really annoying. They do apply Corrosive Breath now. Chuan trying to escape. Is eventually going to go down, but WS willing to fight in this. A beautiful 2-man stun now from Jokum. And that's going to be able to kill the Prime Arc Warden. That goes down. Paulison, he's being chased. Has no leap charges. No time for the arrow, as WS runs him down with the Brewlings. Ponyo looking for more, has Nature's Grasp, but no more teammates to continue this chase. So, well, I say that. Looks like they might consider running through here. Jokum, he's got this excellent ward up. He's been fighting for these, for this, area basically with warnings for quite some time already. And does see DJ Opening up with the stun into the Nature's Grasp. Leech Seed now up to level 2. A ton of damage. Self-save here. We'll buy him a bit more time as DJ is going to be able to live. Maybe they find Jokum here. Either way, it's wasting time of Jackie, who's going to pig pole and chase after Jokum here. They should have this one. Yep, very easily. Earthbinded and poofed to death there. Polison steals the last hit, of course. He's locked in a duel, basically, right now. This Lion and this Mirana, they only have eyes for each other. Mid lane, just a casual stun, and DK just walked on right up. We'll see if Makoto can try and walk himself away from this one. The wand charges do keep him alive. Arrow was trying to bait Ponyo deeper underneath that tier 1 tower. He is going to be picked up by Masaros, collects it with the damage from the level 1 skewer. Paulison is, you know, a little bit aggressive here, but nothing that he can't tank through.
Yeah, it's very important they actually rotated heroes here to defend the tower. I mean, if they didn't come over, the tower is actually going to be just dead. So at least the tower is going to be alive. Probably going to take another DK form to actually secure the tower at the end of the day. I mean, things looking good for Talon so far. Brewmaster's top of the network chart with the DK. Both of them having amazing games, and Morphing just a little bit behind, but still having a very reasonable start.
Yeah, and is still looking to get very aggressive here. You can tell now the support's feeling pretty confident in a game like this, especially having picked up both of the Wisdom Rooms. Jokum very close to level 6 already. In fact, both the town supports kind of really needed this. Akashi, again, he used Waveform aggressively, still only 1 point in the attribute chip, but by himself, Masaros, at least not without committing the RP, he's not going to get that kill. I think even if he RPs, he's probably not getting that kill, honestly. Makoto's lost his tier 1 tower. As you say, he is not having a very cash money time here. Is, you know, building up the Vessel. It's a very good Vessel game. And you do get a ton of charges here with the clone as well, but see if it makes a difference. Jackie has now the Diffusal online. Mega Meepo is coming soon to a Meepo near you. He is trying to build that one up. All right, pretty good turn now. They did get Breathe Fire onto the Meepo Prime, but not the secondary Meepo. And with the poofs and the fluxes, there's just all of a sudden 8 heroes in his lane, and there's not much a DK can do about that.
Too much stuff. Too much stuff. I mean, we're gonna see like Meepos running around. There's gonna be Brew Split. There's gonna be a Manta on DK.
Oh man, yeah. Is it gonna be SD Illusions? And then everything's going to be invisible because they all have Moonlight Shadow, right?
It's going to be very annoying to deal with. Gonna have very, very chaotic fights. But I still feel like as long as the Arc Warden can actually catch up, get his next set of items, get his levels, they're gonna have enough to break through this morphing. I mean, this morphing in this game, I don't feel like he's in a game where the enemy doesn't have enough damage to kill. Like Meepo, Magnus, Arc Warden, all these are very, very high damage heroes. And you mentioned earlier that the Disrupt could be also a very, very useful tool at turning the morphing into himself, and killing him.
Yep. Yeah, Disruption is really good here. It's crazy how Vlad's is now. Sometimes it's a core item. It's also a morph item. Very different build, I think, than what we saw earlier today for Natsume. Careful though, Jackie. Caught inside the Mighty Mines. Can the Mighty Mines keep him alive? This 7 HP regen a second. It's not enough. The Mighty Mines let him down. Blink Dagger though on this Magnus is looking to try and connect onto this mid lane, but Akashi is playing it far too safe. He knows his team just kind of showed 4 heroes top lane, didn't see a single TP in response. Too many heroes missing off the map. His team now continuing to smoke. They might just find Makoto here. Bleed are going to get caught. Chuan blinking on in, finding the real Arc Warden again. This time TPs are coming in from Bleed, but yeah, they're going to cancel a couple of those. Just not really much they can do against 4
that's very strange, right? Your Meepo just died like on the top jungle, so you kind of would assume that the enemy is running into your jungle around the area, and he was still farming in that area. I mean, that's like a little bit too much of a disrespect to what the enemy can do to you and how much time he had. So you see Brewmaster working towards his Radiance, halfway there, has his Vessel, having a good old game on the Brewmaster. Probably gonna have Radiance 16 minutes or so. 16-minute Radiance plus Vessel. Very, very good timing.
Amazing. Yeah. That's
And you
really
and
amazing.
you were talking about the Vlad's build on the morphing. It's something that's really efficient on morph. You need mana regen, and you kind of get a lot of base damage from the aura, from the Vlad's aura. That's why it's amazing on morphing. I mean, it's strange to see carry heroes or even offlaners building Vlads right now. Like, the item changed so much. It used to be just like a support item. You just buy it for aura in the team fights. And right now it's a farming item.
And the Morphling item, right? Because of that bonus damage. Of course, you really end up abusing that very well on the Morphling. Especially because this item is pretty darn cheap, isn't it? Yeah, 2,200
Yeah,
gold.
very,
for
very cheap.
18% damage increase. That's pretty good.
Radiant are
I think
scanning.
maybe only Chrysalis ends up giving you, you know, something that's maybe more efficient. I don't know my Chrysalis math off the top of my head though. That item used to be bonkers when they readjusted it, but it's been since more balanced. Meepo? Any Dragon Lances this game? No. It's still Mega Meepo. No surprises there, but Akashi, he's certainly going to be a bit surprised. RP'd, pulled on in, did get off the attribute shift though, and now a team fight breaking out. Jackie from behind, poofing in the Meepos. Lots of magic damage here, but the Overgrowth stopping this one in its tracks.
He's still alive.
He's out of Agi to rotate into, but it doesn't matter because the counter initiation from Talon, it's pretty damn good, Winter. They've already taken down the Meepo. There goes the Magnus, and finally turning for the Arc Warden. He is easily taken down. Chuan dropping a tip onto Akashi. What could have gone differently. He did not get off that Agi gain, or the strength gain, I should say. Lived on a hair of HP. Wow. What a reaction time.
Yeah, he got healed by the Leech Seed. The Overgrowth kind of also saved him. I mean, just with strength threats, Vlad's aura, with the armor and everything, just made him so freaking tanky. I mean, that's a very, very decisive moment for Talon, getting all those kills there. Well played to morphing, baiting the enemy team in. I mean, he kind of know that the enemy is probably nearby, trying to make a move on him, and he was doing the right thing by trying to just make them commit on him. You know, if he would have just left, played it safe, just went to jungle, enemy would have not overcommitted for him. Good play there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now, Bleed are the ones playing behind at 15, 16 minutes in, we'll say, with a tricore of Arc Warden, Meepo, and Magnus. Not a lot of room on the map to farm. You have to kind of play for picks here. 30 seconds left until you have the RP, so Bleed, they're still going to go smoking into the triangle where they do see a Lion, who has a blink and is going to be able to evade them. Not according to Paulison, who throws the arrow. It's going to whiff. Now the Flux is there. Underneath the tier 1 tower, Jokum can't do much against 5 heroes, I guess, if you count the clone.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Worth it space for your whole team.
Yeah,
Not,
totally.
not the
worth it.
biggest loss for Talon.
Akashi's kind of just chilling here in the well. I'm not really sure he wants to farm this way, but needed to make sure there weren't too many enemies there. Uh-oh. That's already the shard online here for the Treant Protector. Almost connecting onto DJ, but he put down the Sentry Ward, and that'll at least save his life for now. That was really close. You can see that Sentry range just barely catching him as it's now finally taken down. Moonlight Shadow, Bleed, trying to maybe channel a bit of energy from their last game where they were just a bit all over the place and, you know, aggressive as hell. It'll be more difficult now without, of course, the very farmed and level-heavy Bounty Hunter. This time here for their squad.
Meepo's gonna finish his games, so let's see if they want to actually fight around this timing. It's a pretty strong timing. Mega Meepo. But I feel like at the same time, the Arc Warden needs some time to recover. He just got a Midas, and he's actually pretty poor comparing to the other cores.
Are scanning.
Like, this hero is all about like getting the 15 and 20 talents. You need to be able to get that in a game like this.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Meepo's at
fallen.
least a bit more in the game now, right? With that Mega Meepo. Ag's ready, but things are looking pretty scary on the other side of the river here as well. Jokum deviating slightly from the very popular mana drain max build. He's gone Blink and therefore has max Earth Spike. So I think that's going to help a lot with the AoE damage. The stun duration also, I wouldn't say is sorely needed this game, but I think it does really help when you can take down a lot more of those units, take them out of commission.
We go. Unseen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Game's hard though. Bleed, I think, can fight their way back in here, but they really need to make these next few RPs count. Feels like they'll be given a little bit of space and time to farm, but Talon moving right in to the into that Roche.
I think Bleed doesn't have the capacity to react to it right now. They are trying to just finish BKB on Magnus. It's going to be key. Like you said, they have to land the all-important multi-hero RPs in the team fight. I think especially on the Lion, the Brewmaster, all these huge team fight heroes, if you can actually blow them up before they use their spells, it's definitely going to give you a huge advantage.
Radiant's bottom tower
Like he's just
is
struggling
under
finding
attack.
the initiations right now. I mean, without the BKB, it's hard against their heroes. Even the Brew is getting a Manta. Holy crap. Manta is just such a good item, yeah?
Yeah,
Yep.
especially on the Universal heroes. I guess for him, any silences he'd be dispelling, right? Anything crucial? Not really.
Flux.
Yeah, but you just, you know, ult, right? I don't know. It seems like that's pretty good.
It's kind of farming item too, with the Radiance.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it's more damage for your right clicks. I mean, it has other utilities here. I was just kind of wondering about for the purge, right, or the dispel. I was thinking if maybe that had a bit more of a purpose here, but I guess it doesn't really have to. Oh yeah, Meepo just destroys Tormentors, huh? Doesn't he? Tormentor Destroyer has logged online, and the shard given to DJ.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah, the
is
cleanse,
under
very, very good against the Treant.
That's true, but I think it's not really so useful in a game like this where, I mean, I guess if Meepo is Mega Meepo'd, it's pretty good, but otherwise it's like, feels kind of weak, doesn't it?
Dire's
Just too many
middle
units
has
to try and
fallen.
dispel this game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, the team fights is probably more important for him to focus on the disruption. I think you want to disrupt, if you want to use it offensively, you have to just try to disrupt the morphing. I mean, he has 3 points in
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Disseminate. It's pretty interesting. So you put it on, I guess you put it on the Meepo, and Meepo runs in.
Allison, let's try and escape here. WS, yeah, they're going to be able to punish him. Did he at least get the wisdom? No, he did not.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Another 2 wisdom runes stolen away from Bleed, so they're going to start really hurting for the levels if they haven't been already. But they've farmed so much in this kind of Aegis period that they have managed to somewhat equalize in terms of net worth. That is a full disperser finished up for the Meepo now. So one of the few heroes that probably this seems like a core item on just for how good it is for the rest of your Meepo squad.
He still needs the shot, the dig. I mean, once you have the shot, the disperser, the axe, this hero is pretty much insanely strong in the team fights.
Kashi already has his phylactery online. He's still pretty far behind his 20 talent, where that really starts becoming scary. On the free auto attack, basically, for the target. Monstros has BKB, so he's getting pretty strong. Chuan may look to try and kill him. Chuan, who has his own Manta style now. That Manta style number 2? Yeah, and then the third is going to be WS. If he completes it, and it seems like he will. Chuan giving chase. This dragon is very fast. Why are you so fast, dragon? Bonus move speed, right, on the ultimate, of course. Soros trying to TP out and is away safely. We'll get out of here. Finally, Makoto has his like first core item after the Midas. It's the Maelstrom. He's very slowly but very surely going to continue climbing back into kind of a position of relevance, dare I say, this game. He's just not had it easy whatsoever. the lane and getting to this period of time. It's not gone well for him.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Shard's ready to go for the Meepo now. So now you have Dig, Mega Meepo, and Disperser. And just in time as well, because Talon already on your high ground. Now, Ponyo does not have a Blink Dagger here, so he might be...
Bubbles on cooldown.
Yeah, he might not be in a position to get too much done. The Hex isn't going to save much, but they don't have additional lockdown really ready for Akashi. He does catch a long duration arrow now. Look at that. Wow, that Shadow Demon. Death 7-8 did so much. Jokum nearly died from that. Chuan blinking on in as Masaros is going to be safe under the cover of the... this Glitter Cape for now. Akashi does get down to the low ground here, but the RP and the skewer, it just picks up everyone. The support's already down. Akashi has a waveform, wants to use it aggressively, gets the kill now onto the Magnus as Chuan fighting versus the real Arc Warden as WS letting loose now with the Primal Split. Akashi, though, again in a bit of a tough position here as he is still rooted. This 7-8 doing so much damage. They just don't have enough in the bank, though. Jackie, he's in trouble. He needs to try and dig. Dig, Mega Meepo. Dig. Look into the ground. It didn't go well for him. He didn't dig. Dig. Why did he not dig, Winter?
Didn't bring his shovel.
I didn't have a shovel on him. Yep. And DJ is going to be the last to go. They've burned a lot of time here. Honestly, not too bad of a fight. What a heroic RP skewer there as they are going to kill Polusin again. Nice jump there by Jokum.
Things are definitely not looking good for Bleed after this fight. They're gonna need a miracle right now. I mean, the Meepo just feels like he can't do enough in the team fights despite having like 14k net worth in terms of items. Like he's getting limited a lot by the Treant and obviously the Radiance, the Lion spells. I mean, his morphing is just not really killable in the team fights, I feel. I feel like maybe the Magnus has to play the team fight slowly. Try to skewer heroes first instead of trying to RP to commit right away. You have to try picking off 1-2 heroes and then use your RP after. I think starting with RP might not be the best right now.
Counter-initiating tool, but then how do you start your fights? Disruption,
Just skewer.
arrow?
Try to skewer someone in.
Work. That vision here on Jokum, that is an excellent pickoff as DJ wasting no time, blinking forward. He'll reveal the ward as the arrow catching Jokum, kind of juked himself there a bit, taken down by the illusions of DJ because the rest of his team is hunting on the prowl, looking for more here. Of signs of life now from Bleed. Kodo is going to send back his Tempest double. Akashi safely farming nearby. Don't get too stressed out over much.
Yeah, meanwhile Treant cuts a crit wave here, just doing Treant things.
And Meepo gets divided we stand level 3 at 18, does he? Right? I know they've changed it a few times.
Radiant are scanning.
I have to believe that's the case. Yeah, there he goes. Divided we stand level 3. As the tree is going to be able to make it out. And Makoto's actually going to go back for the BOTs. I think the move speed is something he actually desperately needs in these fights. He is just not able to get out or away from enemies. I mean, maybe he needs some repositioning or something, but it'd be very useful. There's still a ward up here, actually. There's no sentry, so maybe they don't expect Ponyo, but they do see Chuan and Akashi. They're just going to walk in and RP and murder him. Holy moly, Ponyo with a pretty big overgrowth, but immediately the Disperser is going to ruin that. Chuan now surrounded by little Meepos here. Let's see what he can make happen as he does have the level 4 dragon form. Jackie trying to still find a fight here as from behind they catch Makoto. Jokum staying alive as well with the triple mana drain, eventually taken down as Jackie picks up his second kill of the engagement. Polusin just being focused down now by WS's splits as there's the lift. All 4 Mega Meepos in one big tornado. That's an EF4 tornado enhanced Meepo 4. But Chuan eventually will be locked down now. Masaros is back. They do lose once again Polusin as WS is the lone survivor here from Talon. That was really, really aggressive from Talon. Kind of just, you know, running up there and assuming that Bleed were not still playing around the ward.
Yeah, they kind of did it without using the RP even. That's even more impressive.
They used RP. They RP'd the morph to make sure he couldn't, you know, do anything. That was the start of their fight. They kind of did use everything, really. So did Talon, and yet they're still going to try and fight. The DK died pretty late, so he's not going to be in this Roche contest. Polson respawning now, and so is Makoto. This is very contestable, but they do see a couple of heroes now as WS kicking things off in this initiation. Jackie's just trying to get through this Roche as fast as he can. As Akashi jumps in, he's on full agi, but it's still Jackie who gets the kill onto the Roche, also taking the Aegis. Mega Meepo'd up, trying to still run around in this fight and find some utility. Akashi basically back to full HP, still has himself that Satanic as he murders DJ. Masros is going to be next to go down. Akashi stealing the gem from him. Oh, Bleed. They were just a little bit too slow taking down that Roche, and they pay a fairly heavy price. Akashi with 2 kills there. Losing the mag really sucks, and the gem, but at least you get Makoto and Jackie out alive, so it could have been far worse.
Yeah, your important heroes just got out. I think that's what matters for Bleed. Live to fight another day. I mean, Arc Warden eventually is going to keep scaling. That's why he went for the travels. He thinks that this game, if they are going to win this game, it's going to be a very long and dragged out game. So travels, Midas, it's going to get him there. It's going to need a couple of more minutes before he gets his level 20 Talon. It's going to be a huge power spike for him.
Makoto. It's just going to lose the Tempest double here. A nice little bounty fed on over. DK is pretty darn big, man. They might have some DK problems here, especially with these Manta illusions just kind of setting loose. That is a very aggressive jump in from Jackie. Now he does have the Aegis, but he is set to lose it basically straight away. No, Mega Meepo buying him more time. The Disperser as well, trying to stay on top of Akashi, but Akashi fairly easily winning this fight, Winter. I have to say, they will lose Jokum, but Masaro's also taken down by Chuan, who's also now gotten through DJ. These are heroes without buybacks now. Makoto, that's the real Tempest double, the real Arc Warden, locked down and killed. He does have buyback. I kind of can't believe Jackie just tried to start the fight that way. Shoutouts and well played to Chuan, who was able to at least get on top of the mag and prevent any sort of counter initiation. It's, you know, I imagine he was thinking he was not going to have to do that all by himself, but Jackie holds on to the Aegis, but will not be able to defend the bottom lane of Barracks.
I think he was trying to just bait for his team when he just jumped in with the Aegis, but just didn't really work out, you know. Like Talon just went on the right heroes. They didn't all in the meeple. They spread out their heroes. Some heroes were going for the mag, some other heroes were going for Arc Warden. So Magnus didn't really have an opportunity to get a huge RP there. It's good play by Talon. Morphling, amplify damage. Let's see if they can actually just use this to siege. Or at least take a fight.
Seems unlikely. Maybe a fight. We'll see. Do have Ponyo kind of searching and looking for an angle. He sees Jackie, one of the Meepos, kind of just being chilling there next to the cliff. I don't know, you know, what it's doing here, but it's good that he just now moves it. Is this like a bait? Are they farming? They actually see Chuan, who's pretty big now and does have that Elder Dragon form attack range talent at 20. The other big talents that we've hit, yeah, Akashi has his level 20 talent now. Waveform attacks targets. That is going to be pretty painful here, especially against these Meepos. Does manage to actually get a waveform on through. Now careful here, we are fighting. The ward though set up by Talon at the start of this fight. Oh my goodness, the Earth Spike as well. Catching the Jackie, RP. They are going to be able to lock down at least the Morphling, but he's just too darn tanky now. Satanic active, out fighting the Meepos here. Masaro's already having used the RP. He is going to die. DJ from behind also focused down, does get a blink away following the lift, but this is a lost fight. Once again, Bleed are being beaten back as Finger of Death, and the Dragon form damage securing the kill on the Makoto. This time he does not have the buyback, Winter. Bought out for Gleipnir that fight. And that's just Megas, maybe even just the games.
Just way too much, I think, sustain. I mean, the RP was on 2 of their cores, the DK and the morphing, and they just didn't have enough damage to kill anything. They don't have the burst, I guess. The supports don't really do a lot of damage. I mean, Meepo is also kind of like he does a lot of damage by going in and out of the fights.
Yeah, there's still an Aegis for 18 seconds. They're really trying to force things here, but Akashi, I mean, he's just so darn tanky. Immediately puts down Polison, trying to keep fighting through this one as Akashi skewers away Jackie. Jackie, who has Aegis expiring in 5, now will be able to at least use that. Responding soon. Also, Makoto back into the fight. Akashi got the double kill as Talon being forced back at least from ending the game here and now. Akashi looking worse for wear, very low on the mana. The double fluxes. Nice adaptive strike, but it's just not enough. He actually goes down 1,800 gold to the enemy team. But now they have to still deal with the rest of Talon. Jokum just being so darn annoying as Chuan just pops the BKB. Makoto, he's dying here to the primal split. And now Jokum is going to be able to suck down Makoto. Double kill now for WS inside the primal split as that's Masaros also going down. The Mega Meepos trying to still fight through this one. They finally get on top of that Lion. The throne is being attacked now by the Megas. DJ trying to do whatever he can here as Jackie Mega Meepo'd up, trying to just continue to drag the game out, but this one is over. GG is called. Ancient explodes. Talon, they find victory here in game number 2.
Yeah, GG. Good comeback from Talon.